Hi, and welcome to our training on building your Teams group. This module is broken up into 4 lessons. In each lesson, you will learn how to use certain areas of Teams, such as making your group, making meetings, assignments, and uploading files. In this first lesson, you will be introduced to the Microsoft Teams interface. Microsoft Teams is an application available within Microsoft Office. While it is not a true learning management system, it has proven itself to be vital with online learning for districts using Microsoft. As you go through this training, it is suggested that you have your Microsoft Teams application open in another window so that you can stop the video at any time to practice the steps as we move through each lesson. After accomplishing this first lesson, you will be able to identify your group or groups, select owners and members, and know how to compose and use the chat. Now, let's open up our Teams application and get started. When we first come into Teams, you first want to think of what you need to name your team. This is an important consideration because you need to consider what other teams the students may belong to or what other teams you may be involved with so that you do not get confused. Once you decide on a name, go ahead and click Join or Create Team. Then you're going to want to select Create Team. Here you're going to have the option of whether you want a class, a professional learning community, staff for staff development, or something else for clubs. For the purpose of this training, we are going to select class. Here is where we would need to put in the name of the class. And if you would like to put in a description, you can do that. Once you have completed that, you can then hit Next, and it will create your team. The next thing we're going to do is add individuals to our demo class. Now you can either add students or you can add teachers. In order to add, what you're going to do is search in the student's name or number, either by their email or by their company ID number or by their first and last name. So for example, let me type in a couple of these, and then as you click it, you can just click Add and add it in. If you have any co-teachers that you would like to add, then you can add the co-teachers as well. Once you've added all those individuals, you can click Close, and it is going to add them to your class. Once you have added members to your class, you're going to want to go to Manage Team, and then you're going to need to go to Members and Guests. As you can see, I have myself as an owner. As an owner, you will be able to change any of the settings to add members or to add a channel or to edit the team. As a member, they would not have these privileges. So you'll click on Members and Guests, select the member, and then you can change them to an owner if you would like to change them to an owner. Once you've completed that portion, you can then come and go to the chat. So you can use the chat you see has a new conversation. You can now start a conversation with the members of your class. At any time, if you choose that you want to mute this chat, you can go back into the settings, go to Manage Team, go to Members and Guests, and then mute the students to prevent them from chatting during class instruction. You can turn this on and off at any time to allow them to chat during other times during the day. This concludes Lesson 1. Please review this video as needed to practice making your group, editing member owner rights, and become familiar with the chat feature.